G'day guys, welcome to the round 5 review of yesterday's 3-point win. I was going to say loss there against Port Adelaide at the MCG. We now sit in a really strong position after 5 rounds inside the top 8, albeit with a pretty ordinary percentage, which I think paints a bit of a picture, that percentage. Before I get on to the review, as such, there is a little bit floating about in regards to a little bit of negativity. That's okay. Supporters can think what they want. Okay, if you want to be negative, be negative. If you want to be positive, be positive. If you want to be upbeat, be upbeat. I mean, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? You just whatever. Okay, whatever floats your boat. All right. However, there has been something floating about in regards to the first 5 games. And it's got some merit when you really think about it. And that is, if someone had asked you at the start of the year, if you were 4-1 after the first 5 rounds and you would have beaten Richmond, the Bulldogs and Port Adelaide, would you take that? And I'd say fucking oath. I'd say fuck, I'd take that every day of the week. Okay, but as an extension of that, how would you like this football team, okay, to have, I suppose, develop in the first 5 rounds or play in the first 5 rounds? Or what would you like to see? What would you like to see as your number one thing in regards to this group? Okay, and we've played some really exciting football, okay, in the opening 5 rounds, okay? Take last week's loss against the Gold Coast Suns away, but in the first 3 rounds, and then yesterday we've played some exciting football in patches. But take the excitement away. What would have I liked to have seen? Okay, I would have liked to have seen a definite shift in the defensive mindset. The defensive mindset of this group. Okay, and be particularly hard to play against. Because of that defensive mindset. And to feel a lot safer with the way we play. Okay, and I can't say after 5 rounds that I feel that's the case at all. but we've got 4 wins. So try and work fucking that out. It's just such a confusing start to the season for us. Okay, so you're trying to sort of juggle the positivity with the negativity, and it's all sort of, I don't know. So I can't see the defensive part of our game yet. I really can't. Okay, I can see the change a little bit with effort and desire and intensity. Okay, but I can't see the organisation in regards to the defensive actions and the way we sort of structure up. We call it behind the ball, all right? And yesterday, even when we were on top yesterday in that first quarter, and we were dominating centre clearances, it was just a fucking clinic in the way, and that is such a strength of ours when we're on song out of the middle. We are really, really good. Really good, and even without Patrick Cripps being there. But even when we were on song and we were dominating in that part of the ground, I looked at Port Adelaide and they were ordinary. They were ordinary in regards to their intensity. I don't know what the fuck they were doing before that game, but they certainly didn't look like they'd come to play. And I would like to think that because we controlled that part of the game so well, we didn't let them. But I don't know, they looked all at sea. But then when they were able to, I don't know, their 2 goals they got them so easy. They just opened them up like a fucking can of whoop-ass. I just remember him sitting there, okay, at the ground thinking, fuck, that was easy. The way they transitioned that ball with such precision and got the outnumber inside forward 50, and just how clean they were. And our defenders just being led to the ball. And I thought, fuck, that's not good. And then we got the gun and we continued to sort of motor away in that second quarter. But I don't know. I just haven't seen anything to suggest that we're a particularly hard team to play against when we don't have that one wood, which is domination out of the middle, and a forward line which really clicks and fires. You know, Big H and Charlie bring the ball to the ground. Our smalls get busy, okay, or Harry or Charlie are marking contested grabs, Jack as well. Okay, when that dries up, I don't know, we don't have good defensive transition, and we certainly don't stop. Okay, we have the ability to stop. And there's no doubt for me that we've become a really high possession football team. I mean, you just have to look at the numbers. I mean, we had 404 disposals yesterday. They're big numbers. And I'm not saying our midfielders aren't working hard defensively, because if you look at the midfielders, Hewitt 59% of his possessions in the defensive half, Walsh 63, Chera 63, Kennedy 72% of his possessions in the back half, and Fisher as well, 68%. So I think our midfielders have got a defensive mindset. Again, they're trying to work hard. I just think the way we play when we do have the ball, because it's so manic and it's so quick and it's so frantic, and we don't necessarily use the ball that well, and we have gone from a kicking team more to a handballing team, and we had 202 kicks yesterday to 202 handballs, and I thought we over-handballed yesterday. I don't know if anyone else noticed that, but even in the first half, I thought we put ourselves under pressure with the overuse of handball. And I don't know if that is a directive, okay, and it's sort of a similar way to the Western Bulldogs play, because we're not a great kicking team. But when Port Adelaide forced us, they cut down the space in regards to the handball and choked us, and we were forced to kick. We just become so predictable and so easy to play against, and they just cut through us with their precision by foot, and the amount of width they got on that MCG, and the amount of space that they had in their front half in that second half was quite amazing. And I know, I just think we should be better. And I know it's going to take some time, but I just think we should be better. When you think about the star power in that football team, Harry, Charlie, Sard, Weeders, Walsh, Hewitt, Chera, chuck in Cripps, and then the next layer, Doc, Williams, Martin. I mean, this is a crack list we've got. And I know it's underachieved over the last few years. But we're now seeing that they can play, particularly when we get the game on our own terms. But where the fuck is this defensive mindset that we were told, okay, that was going to change? And the reason why David Teague got the arse was because this was the area we needed the fucking fix. For 3 games now, we've had this massive shift in momentum, and we haven't been able to stop it. Fuck, God help us this week against the Dockers, who are one of the most well-organised football teams in the competition, and you do have speed. And I thought that's one area we looked a little bit sluggish yesterday, was pace. And I know that Walsh gets a lot of plaudits and he's an absolute freak, 38 touches yesterday, but I thought Butters and Rosie, when they went into the guts, particularly Rosie, gave Port Adelaide a different look with their speed. Okay, and I thought they really did expose, okay, our midfielders in that second half with their pace. And one thing we do know, fucking Fremantle, I'm not going to get on to the preview of that yet, but they do have some toe. They do have some speed. I was gutted yesterday in the end that we let Port Adelaide kick 91 points after Melbourne kept them to 36 on their own ground the week before, and Hawthorn kept them to 56 in round 2, and Brisbane kept them to 69. So something's not right. And I know we have some personnel problems down back, but, okay, there's more to it than just that. There has to be more to it than just that. Okay, on a positive, and they're mostly individual, other than what we were able to do out of the centre and a few desperate acts late in the game. I thought Charlie and Harry was sensational as that 2-pronged attack yesterday. I thought in the air they were great. They got the ball to the deck. I didn't think it was Charlie's best game he's ever played. He kicked 5 goals. He looked a little bit messy, but to be the only goal kicker after half time, and I mean, we kicked 2 fucking goals after half time, and didn't that dry up? Didn't that fucking dry up? But Charlie kicking those 2 goals, the one in the third came at an important time, and then that one late, pretty much, you know, like he did against the Western Bulldogs in round 2. Did it so much seal the game? No, but I thought he was great. And Harry as well. I think, you know, those 2 can really hold their head ups yesterday. Hewitt, I mean, what a pickup. Georgie Hewitt, what a pickup. You know, his calmness around the ball, and we talk about this sort of high handball game. He's one bloke who feeds the ball out, okay, with precision, okay, does make good decisions by hand. And look, he comes from a well-oiled fucking footy club in the Sydney Swans. So it's no surprise. It's no surprise that he appears to know what he's doing. Thought he was really good as well. And Adam Sard down back. Thank fuck we had him yesterday. You know, he gives us speed, but his defensive work was absolutely outstanding. His closing speed was really good as well. I'm not happy with that performance yesterday. I know it was a win, and I'm fucking just really worried about what Fremantle may do to us this Saturday night at Optus Stadium. Speak soon.